Hello and welcome to episode 54 of the Canas podcast.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad at all.
We're still going strong, kind of.
Yeah, can't complain. Can't complain.
Some hiatuses here and there, but
hilarious. We will, however, we are in the process of eating right now, so so you'll hear some background noise. But
yeah,
this is an amateur podcast, so
we're not going pro yet.
Nope. Anyways, lots to talk about, I guess.
Mostly the NHL playoffs, but
yeah, not going as well as I hoped, but whatever. It's not the end of the world.
Nope.
I'm going to tell you right now, though, and I told you this multiple times. Do or die today for the Oilers. They can't go down 3-1, so
no.
Must win today. Yeah, I think they can.
Like I still think they can catch up if they do, but it's going to be really tough, especially with how, I guess, offensively they're okay. They're doing all right. Defensively, There has been huge mistakes here and there.
Yeah.
Especially, like one big mistake was the last game's overtime winner. That shouldn't have happened. But what can we do?
It shouldn't, the Oilers need to stop putting themselves in positions where one call can dictate the result.
Mm-hmm.
They should be winning games 3-4-2,
Yeah.
Oh, so frustrating. Anyways.
But we'll go back to hockey later.
We'll start. Toronto's out of the playoffs, so no point in talking about basketball. There are a couple Canadians in the playoffs right now, Andrew Wiggins and Golden State Warriors. Yep. And I think there's one of the Cavs. I can't remember. Anyways. Nobody's really expected, no Canadians expected to win this year, so that's one. That said, I think the biggest news to come out of Canadian sports that's not hockey right now is in baseball. The Blue Jays, pitching is still kicking their butts. But news out of the Canadian team, Vladdy Guerrero Jr. essentially wants to play the rest of his career in Toronto.
Really?
And when asked about the possibility of him ever signing with the Yankees, he said, paraphrasing obviously, but he said that he will never consider ever signing for the Yankees. That is not something he will ever change his mind on.
Wow.
He refuses to ever play for the Yankees. And then he backs it up with 2 games in a row, 2-run home runs.
That's crazy. Do. But hey, it's basically his decision if he goes in free agency, so he doesn't have to go to the team that pays him more.
It's his prerogative.
It's exactly.
Wants, so
that's actually pretty funny still.
Yeah. So, no Guerrero Jr. with the Yankees.
No Guerrero Jr. with the pinstripes.
Nope. That's really it for the Blue Jays. Manoah isn't doing great. He had a good start last game. Gossman had a good start last game. Kikuchi's 3-0. I don't think anybody saw that coming.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that coming.
Kikuchi's 3-0. Last game we lost with the first runs came in the 8th inning, and there was a 2-run blast, and then we got a 2-run RBI, whatever it was, or 2-run double in the top of the 9th, and then we got a single against us in the bottom of the 9th for the loss. So that was unfortunate, but whatever. It's early season. I still think there will be 300 win teams out of the AL East. That's the best division in all of baseball.
3 100 win teams?
Yeah.
Okay. It sounded like 300 win teams.
Oh.
You can't win 300 games?
You can over the span of 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just clarifying.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Nothing to... Oh, actually, no, yes, it does have to do with Canadians.
What?
Canadian-owned, co-owned, Wrexham.
Oh, yeah.
Promoted. Finally playing professional football instead of
Nice.
the highest level of amateur. They're now in professional football. Second league or something, because then it's the Premier League, Championship, First League, Second League. They're into the second league.
Nice.
So that's huge. Big party over there in Wrexham. Unreal. But
yeah, I've seen lots of videos of their win. Everyone seems so happy.
Yeah,
which deserved. Yeah.
But all right. I mean, let's talk about playoffs.
Okay.
All I'm going to say about the Oilers is this. They're putting themselves in situations that they are, they shouldn't be. They're letting poor calls dictate.
Yeah.
But every penalty they've gotten has been deserved. I'm not going to argue that. Not one. Every single one of them. Whether they're soft or not, that's up for discussion. But they're all, as part of the rule book, deserved. Every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
The only one that I would say potentially not is the Desharnais elbow on Dursey, where Dursey acted like he got shot by a Barrett 50 cal sniper in the face.
That last game, there was a lot of diving by the Kings. I've noticed that, especially by Arvidsson.
Arvidsson
Holy.
is a disgrace with his dives. And here's my issue. The LA Kings are a good team. I said from the get-go that this is the matchup that I least wanted of all of them. LA Kings or Oilers, one of the two will be in the Stanley Cup final this year. That's how strong I think the LA Kings team is. They have the two best defensive centers, 1-2 punch in the entire league. LA, unreal team. Their fans are pieces of garbage, but the team itself, unreal team. And you don't need to dive. But the Victor Arvidssons, the Sean Durseys, and the Drew Doughties, all they do is dive.
Oh my God, Doughty, yeah.
Drew Doughty gets not even speared. He barely gets hit in the chest with his stick. And with another person's stick. I would say lower ribs. And he flinches his face up as if he got shot.
And I think the one, I don't know who got the penalty. I think it was either Kane or Nurse, where they did kind of push him into the boards, but Doughty was grabbing onto the stick and kind of threw himself into the boards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another one.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're Kane, obviously you're going to take him into the boards.
Yeah.
Offsetting minors, that's fine.
That's fine.
Well, no, but they're just stupid. We're taking stupid penalties. Draisaitl and sportsmanlike conduct. Yeah, it's literally a penalty for being a dick. And he was a dick after that goal. What was the point of taunting him for that? What was the point? You're only up by one goal at that point. The game's nowhere near done. Completely irresponsible on that one. The Nuge slash prevented a goal at that time, so that's okay. Kane taking Doughty into the boards like that, I mean, I don't really know what else he could have done. The Nurse trip was, in my opinion, just unlucky. He tried to get out of the way, but he didn't lift his foot out of the way. He still was okay with making contact. He was just
kind of skating, yeah.
Can you believe some LA Kings fans wanted a 3-game suspension for targeting and kneeing?
He didn't even
touch him.
Yeah.
But that said, LA Kings deserved at least 3 embellishment calls last game. No
totally.
question.
Yeah.
Just brutal. An embarrassment to the sport. Anyways, that's all I'm going to talk about the Oilers. We've only been down for 7 minutes the entire series.
Yep.
And flat out, we've had dominant performances.
We've just been dominating the whole series.
We're still down 2-1, and I think LA just knows how to stay in it and fight. So today's game needs to be 6-7-2.
Yeah,
at least
they have to just come up flying.
Yeah.
We can talk about the other Canadian series. Maple Leafs are leading the Lightning 2-1 in the series. So that's not really surprising, but it's still game 3. They have game 4 on Monday, so we'll just, I guess, wait and see.
Morgan Riley took Braden Point into the boards. I think Braden Point's playoffs are over. Toronto should win this series. They should have won even without Braden Point. They're a better team.
Yep.
But until they win the first round, I can't ever call for them to win a round.
No, that's true.
So, yeah, and they're playing okay. They're playing awful first game. Worst game of the entire season for them, but not bad afterwards. Is there a series that you're surprised about at all in the playoffs right now?
Not necessarily. I think every one of them are going kind of as planned. New Jersey, New York. I kind of expected New York to be leading. Carolina, same thing. Kind of expected them to go past, to lead the Islanders. Boston, Florida, same thing. Kind of expected Boston to be leading that series. The one that I'm enjoying a lot, though, besides the Oilers one is the Minnesota and Dallas one.
It's been pretty high scoring.
Pretty high scoring and just pretty intense. But no, not really anything surprising, really. Like there has been like teams that have won at least one that weren't that we ourselves didn't expect to win one.
I said Florida or Boston in 6. I thought Florida was going to win 2 games.
No, but there was one that we said that there was going to be a sweep.
So you called a sweep on the Boston-Florida one. I remember that.
Did I? Okay.
Yeah.
I know that was that one for me. But I think you called a sweep on one of them.
Maybe the Colorado.
Colorado and Seattle? Yeah, I think that's what you wanted. That's what you said.
I'm a little surprised in Seattle, but it's Grubauer's actually playing good hockey.
Yeah.
I thought that, if I recall, when I said it was going to be a shutout, it's because I thought the goaltending was an atrocity, which it's not. It wasn't great.
No.
During the regular season. So, yeah. Grubauer showing up to the playoffs. Good for him. I mean, it's his former team, isn't it?
Yep.
So.
Yep, Colorado was his former team. But yeah, no surprises. I think like for the Winnipeg and Vegas one, I'm liking it that it's very close. Like the first 2 games were blowouts by both teams, but then the last game was double overtime. So, like Winnipeg is still losing 2-1, but I can still see they can probably win like one more, at least.
I think Winnipeg. I think I called Winnipeg in 7 or 6, but I still think
Something like that. Yeah.
I think Winnipeg is in 7 still. It'll be tough.
Yep.
I like they're all close. Like they're all good games, and none of them are like huge blowouts.
No.
I know there's
some of them that were blowouts, but then the next game it would be the opposite.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean the tightest series is the LA Edmonton one by far.
Mm-hmm.
All been 2 1-goal games and a 2-goal game, but it's because of a
empty net
goal. So
I guess we could say 1 game, 1 point game, or 1 goal
1
game.
goal game.
Yeah.
But Edmonton and when they lost in the first round of Winnipeg, it was the same thing. It was all 1-goal games except for an empty net goal 1 game.
Yep.
We've been on the back end or on the negative end of that. So.
Well, we did take LA to 7 games last year, so. And I like we said, like they still have a chance to win the series. I don't think they're gonna let them walk all over them this today's game.
They better not.
But
Today's game, they have to show up 5-on-5. They're not. None of them are. Not even McDavid. Only Draisaitl.
Draisaitl's the only one that's like basically playing. He basically wants to win. I guess. Well, they are double teaming.
They're double teaming both of them.
Are they?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice. I noticed more on McDavid, but
McDavid. So what Draisaitl's doing that McDavid needs to start doing a little bit more is trying to get into the middle of the ice. Gets into the middle of the ice, he gets more room to shoot and room to do plays, and Draisaitl's been doing that really well. McDavid has been staying on the outside a little bit too much.
Oh, okay.
But McDavid is one of the only players in the entire league that can actually do damage from the outside as much as most people from the inside.
His speed is incredible.
Unreal. So this is nothing I think we got to give credit to where credit's due. LA is playing McDavid exceptionally well.
Yep.
Exceptionally well. And we'll see. I mean, if McDavid is a generational player and he'll figure something out, yeah. But he needs to do it sooner rather than later because
we can't go down 3-1.
No. But what was I going to say? Yeah, I mean, LA's been playing unreal. I just give them all the credit; they deserve it. But it's a 7-game, or it's first 4, so best of 7, and we'll see. We'll see whether they take it. But also, I'm gonna get that out of the air right now. If a single person thinks it was not a high stick before that goal, if you don't think there was if you think there was insufficient evidence to overturn it, you're an idiot. I'm just flat out. You're a genuine idiot. everything about that play, there was multiple angles that actually showed the contact. Physics, if you don't understand how the physics works, I encourage you to maybe get a tutor. Like, learn physics. Awful call. Awful. I still think LA would have won in overtime. They completely dominated the Oilers. But if people are making the argument that it wasn't a high stick, genuine idiot.
Yeah, I agree.
100% it was a high stick. I don't think that's not why we lost. We lost because of poor defending, poor penalties. We shouldn't have even made it overtime. We had a 2-1 lead. None of that should have happened. Not why we lost. But
it was a factor. Not really. And like watching that last play though, like it's just frustrating how like it just frustrates me that Nurse like doesn't like try to like block the shot or like go square up against the defenseman instead of
put himself in a tough spot there. Yeah, that's for sure.
Like he was the guy was wide open basically. Like the stick was not going to block his shot. If his body would, and even if it deflected off Nurse, then like I wouldn't be as mad at that goal than the actual goal that happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, but we just have to play better. We have to play more, like better defensively. Our top players besides Draisaitl and I guess kind of McDavid needs to wake up.
I think we've seen 70% of the best Oilers team we can right now. I think LA is only at like 85 maybe. But if we're both playing our best hockey, nobody stands a chance against the Oilers. But they have to get to there. And they have to get there like now.
Yeah.
Like they can't just wait till like halfway through the first series. No, they have to do it now. This very second they have to go. But I remember what I was going to tell you earlier. I was going to ask you. So who do you think is the top 3 all-time playoff scorers in a point per game basis?
Like you have the stat?
I know it off by heart right now. Who do you think is the top 3? Number 1 shouldn't be surprising.
Draisaitl?
Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky is the best point per game in the playoffs history.
Okay. Is Draisaitl in there?
Draisaitl is in there.
Okay.
Now, who do you between 2 and 3, obviously? Then, so where do you think Draisaitl ranks? So I think Gretzky's like 2.0 or something stupid. Where do you
3.
think Draisaitl is number 2?
Oh,
at the last time I checked, at 1.61 points per game. Mario Lemieux is number 3.
I was gonna say Mario Lemieux. I wasn't gonna say McDavid because it's not gonna be 3 Oilers.
No, isn't that ridiculous?
That is ridiculous.
McDavid's number 5.
Who's number 4? You said you know it off by heart.
No, I just know it's number. I just knew the top 3. I don't know who number 4 is.
And McDavid.
McDavid's number 4. 5. Victor, come on, man. Number 5.
Number 5.
Yeah. But
no, that's crazy.
It's nuts. Eh? Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool stat. But that's he's just, if you think about it, like last year, his Calgary series, he had 17 points in 5 games. Absurd. McDavid and Draisaitl finished 1 and 2 in playoff scoring, and they got swept in the 3rd round. That's insane to me. Insane to me. Oh, and it wasn't even close.
And we have a slightly worse team last year than this year, so
I'd argue a significantly worse team this year. Last
year than this year, yeah.
This year we have so much more depth. Our bottom 6 is outperforming their bottom 6 significantly. Mm-hmm. It's not even close. Their top 6 is outperforming our top 6, which makes no sense.
Mm-mm.
But I guess that's the Kopitar and Danault effect. Like, those guys are very good players, so that's okay. We should dominate today. I don't know if my heart can handle it, though, I'll be honest. Like,
are you going to watch it?
I'll see. I'm going to have it in the background and just focus on other things, just not... It was racing, dude. Like, if I'm going to do it, I need like an automatic defibrillator or something in my house, like pacemaker or something. I'm too nervous. I get too emotional in it. I get too amped up. We'll see. Anyways, anything else we want to say? Nice and short episode
Yeah,
today.
no, not really.
Ben Stelter Performer of the Week.
I'm
I'm gonna go Vladdy for not only telling off the New York Yankees, but 2 back-to-back 2-run home runs, 2 games in a row.
I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna keep it local. I'm just gonna say Skinner for just keeping the Oilers in the game in all the games. I guess there is some games that he's led in some weak ones.
It was just game 2. Game 2, both goals he let in were weak.
Yeah, but no, like he's trying to keep the team in there. The team just has to perform better.
Nuge, Kane, Hyman, Yamo need to wake up.
Yep. And then the bottom 6 will just keep doing the bottom 6 stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna say Stuart Skinner.
Yep, good option. Good choice.
Well,
Oh my god.
What?
Canas podcast.
Oh my god. Okay, see you later, guys.